Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how to desensitize your horse. I've decided I want to do more training videos and stuff like that because that's what I enjoy doing and I want to share it with you guys. So I'm going to go out and catch baby and get her polar wraps on, and I'll see you when I'm lunging. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing first is just lunging her to warm her up, and I'm going to do join up. That way I earn her trust and she's respecting me. That way we can start doing the desensitizing. So I like to use polo wraps and bell boots when I'm lunging her. That way if she overreaches, it doesn't hurt her, because she does that a lot when I'm lunging her, because the ground in the round pen is a little bit uneven. So I've also taught her to lunge on a lunge line. But for right now, when I do the desensitizing, I like to do it in a round pen. So if you guys want a video on how I taught her to lunge and a lunge line, just let me know. So now I'm going to have her join up to me. She kind of did a little bit, but she didn't fully commit to it. So I'm going to make sure that she is trusting me and respecting me. So I'm going to have her follow me around for a while before we can start the desensitizing. So as you can see, she's licking her lips there, which means that she's giving in and saying, okay, I'm done, I'm ready to trust you. So if you see your horse start swiveling its ears, licking its lip, chewing on its lips, it means that it's ready to join up. And if it does not join up the first time you do that, you want to keep lunging until she fully commits and comes up to you. And then let the horse follow you around the pen for a while, just to make sure that she's ready. So here I've been teaching her to rear just with me tapping her with the end of my whip on her chest, and she's been responding very well. So if you guys haven't seen my teaching my horse how to rear video, please go watch that if you want to teach your horse to rear. And then it's just as simple as tapping her every time you ask her to rear on her chest until she figures it out. That way you can just tap it lightly and she learns to rear. So now that she's joined up with me, it's ready to do desensitizing. So as you can see, I tied some streamers to her tail, which she's not really paying much attention to, so I'm just going to lunge her around. I also have more streamers, balloons, bags, anything that a horse is scared of, tied to the fence and stuff. That way she has to run past it and she'll get used to it eventually. So the first time I did this to her, she was very scared. She refused to go over towards it, and she was just unsure of it, so she's gotten a lot better about it. Also, if you don't want to lunge them the first time, you can just leave it on their fence of your pasture where the horse is being kept, and they'll get used to it slowly. Once the horse gets pretty much used to it, well, she'll run right past it without trying to swerve. You can then start tapping her with it and everything, rubbing it all over her body, tying it to her, and just doing whatever you want to make sure that she is completely bomb-proof with it. as you can see there, she just put her head down to sniff it, just to see what it's about. So if your horse does that, encourage that and let them do that as much as they would like to, because that means that they'll get used to it quicker. So now what I'm doing is I'm just picking up the bag and I'm just waving it beside her, making it make noise and stuff, and rubbing it all over her, because that will get her even more used to it. Putting it all over her and making sure I touch pretty much every part of her body, putting it on her ears and stuff, and rubbing it all over her. So I do have some balloons and streamers that I rub all over her as well, and I've also popped the balloons to make her get used to the noise, and she's doing so well. So just do this until your horse seems comfortable and doesn't really shy away from it. As you can see here, she doesn't really care. She's just like, okay, it's not going to hurt me, I figured that out. So here I'm going to pop a balloon. She jumps a good bit. So we're going to do that. I did that a couple more times until she did not seem fazed by it at all. And keep petting her to make sure that she knows that you're still liking her and that she's doing a good job. So as you can see there, I'm asking her to join up, but she's not committing to it fully. She's not coming all the way up to me. So I'm just waiting for her to see if she's actually going to follow me or if she's not going to. And if she did not, I would keep lunging her. As you can see, she's still following me a little bit, so I let it be at that. So when the horse joins up, you got to make sure you reward them by giving them a pat, and then that's normally when you should stop lunging. But since I was doing desensitizing, I kept doing it a few more times just to make sure that she was still okay with it.